dominant and recessive, which is passed on from one generation to other. So the concept of dominant and recessive, we have seen that in case of monohybrid and dihybrid cross, that even when the allelic pair having heterozygotic heterozygotic allelic pair, that is capital T small t, uh, um, only one character which is the dominant character, which is expressed. But for the that is the dominant trait, because even the single allele can express itself. That is why it is dominant. And when recessive character has to be expressed, it has to be small t and small t. That is, both the allele pairs have to be the recessive character. That is small t and small t. Both the allelic pair of gene have to be of recessive in nature, so that their expression we can find. That is, phenotypically we can find their expression when the both the alleles actually controlling that trait, that is the tall or dwarf. That is, in this case actually dwarf, because this is the this is the your dwarf is the recessive trait. So both the allelic pair controlling that particular trait has to be small t and small t. That is the homozygous condition. So I think I have elaborated this in my previous class. And law of segregation, law of independent assortment, এগুলো আমি বলেছিলাম যে কত রকমের তোমার ইয়ে তৈরি হচ্ছে, কি বলে ওটাকে, I think I have stressed upon this. That is the different types of gametes which are produced in the F1 progeny plants when they are on the reproductive phase. That is capital Y, small y, capital R, and small r. And from that, actually 50% actually are of parental type. That is the gametes, capital Y, capital R, small r. And there are two new type, that is 50%, 50% new combinations. That is the recombinant type being produced, that is capital Y small r and small y capital R. So this is a very very important thing. এটা এটা তো তোমাদেরকে বলা আছে। মাল্টিপল অ্যালিল বলেছিলাম, তোমরা বলতে পারবে তো এটা মাল্টিপল অ্যালিল
No,
তো
sir.
বলে দিচ্ছি। হ্যাঁ,
No, sir.
মাল্টিপল অ্যালিল বলিনি আগের দিন? শিওর?
Yes, sir. ওই জিনোটাইপিক রেশিও অব্দি ডিসকাস হয়েছিল ডাইহাইব্রিড ক্রস।
আচ্ছা, এইটা বলেছিলাম তো যে 50% ইওর রিকম্বিনেন্ট টাইপ, 50%
Yes.
এটা বলেছিলাম যতদূর মনে পড়ছে। ফাইন। So multiple alleles, actually we are talking about the allelic pair, that is a pair of always any character, any trait, like your for our case the skin color or tallness or dwarfness. Any trait actually is generally controlled by a pair of allelic gene. That is because we have one set of chromosomes coming from father and one set of chromosome coming from mother. In case of plant, that is also true, one set from each of the parental type. And so actually each character actually is controlled by a pair of allelic gene, allelic pair of gene. Allele মানে হচ্ছে, আবার বলেছি আবার মনে করিয়ে দিই, যে each and every gene has a fixed position on a fixed chromosome. That is, it is not randomly distributed. For each uh, gene or each gene pair, actually there is a there is a fixed position destined in the position in a particular number of chromosomes. So they have got some fixed position or fixed address, so to say, and that is the allelic pair. Now there are some cases actually, like very very common example, we can find that in our human population we can have different types of people having different types of blood group, like AB and O. So where from they can come from? Because there are three different type of alleles. কি জয়েন করছে বারবার, আনসারি আর কেউ আসবে? So this is very very important The human ABO gene actually have three alleles, capital IA, capital IB, and small I. So there are three variants, so to say, of the gene for this particular character, that is the blood group. But most important thing is that you can find there are three or more alternative forms. That is why it is multiple. You know, all of you, this terminology, multiple means. But in a single organism, only two of the alleles can be present. This is very important. একটা মানুষের ক্ষেত্রে কিন্তু only one pair can be present. It is not that all the three variants or more than three variants, if there are in some other cases, will be shared or will be present in a one individual organism. But these variations we can find across the population. মানে আমরা যদি entire population কে trace করি, the entire human population on earth, then you will be able to find that these gene progeny, this variation of the alleles actually are there. So that is the multiple allele, and corollary to that is the codominance, because the two genes here, IA and IB, when they are present each other, with they are sharing with each other, or they are pairing with each other, then each of the trait is equally expressed. None actually masks the effect of the another. So that is why we can find AB blood group people. So this is very, very important. This is nothing but a very simple your example of codominance. That is, both the gene allelic pair actually are equally expressed, and nobody actually interferes with other. So that is the codominance. This is একই example তোমরা পাবে from the multiple alleles. So this is the case of multiple alleles. So now we'll come to the molecular basis of Mendel postulates chromosomes behavior. You think the thing is that few things I am always actually raising or stressing or reminding you, so that you can have rather you can actually recollect from the classes if you listen properly. That is, when Mendel actually worked, during the time of Mendel actually, there was no idea about the chemical nature of the genetic principle. That is very, very important. That is the gene. There was no idea about the gene, chemical nature, and how, and also the process. That is how the gene is actually transmitted from one generation to another. So this is very, very important to understand the magnitude of contribution by Mendel Sahib. Mendel Sahibের যে বিশাল contribution, সেটা বোঝা যায় যে there was absolutely no idea about the chemical nature and the process. And you see, now 1860s Mendel work, I told you earlier. Another big name of scientist, big name in the form of your Charles Darwin, who is a father figure in evolutionary biology. He also worked during the same period, 1855. But the term gene actually first coined by Johansen in the year 1909. So 1909, বুঝতেই পারছো 1860 or 1909, 50 years later, when actually Mendel started his work, 50 years later, actually, the term gene came to be recognized. And 1928, the Griffith experiment, the chemical DNA is the genetic principle, etc., etc. And then only 1953, the Watson-Crick double helical DNA double helix model. So you can well imagine 100 years back, before we can reduce the structure of DNA molecule, actually Mendel started his work. So such is the importance actually of his work, and that is the thing here. It has been nothing else. It has been emphasized. And another most tragic thing is that এটা আগে তোমাদের বলেছি, during his lifetime, Mendel's observation, Mendel's theory were not duly recognized. Not at all recognized. Actually, scientists did not know what he has achieved and what he has contributed. So this is a very, very unfortunate affair for a person who has contributed so much in the development of scientific knowledge in this particular area. So he was not recognized. His experiments, his observations were not recognized, unfortunately. But later only you can see that there are a few things being given. 1900, in the year 1900, most important, Hugo de Vries, you should remember his name because he's a big name in the field of your mutation. So Hugo de Vries, Carl Correns, and von Schermack, these three scientists independently rediscovered what actually Mendel has achieved. So they actually linked credence, so to say, to what actually Mendel has actually achieved 40 years back. And only then, after his death, actually, he has already died, Mendel. After his death, only his contributions or his discoveries came into reckoning. So this is the very, very important thing and unfortunate as well. And you can see that 1879 actually Walter Fleming discovers chromosome. So I think আমার ইয়ারটা মনে পড়ছে না, কিছুতেই মিস করে যাচ্ছি কবে উনি এক্স্যাক্টলি ডায়েড দ্য ইয়ার, মোটামুটি আগু পিছু ইয়ার কি হয়তো একটু তার আগে বা পরে, মানে মেন্ডেলের আগে পরে, মেন্ডেলের হয়তো পরেই হয়তো এই ক্রোমোসোমটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি ডিসকভার্ড হচ্ছে। তাহলে বুঝতেই পারছো যে there was no idea about anything. It is only after, even after the life of Mendel. And there are a few things happen, like your two scientists, your Sutton and Bovary, they actually proposed that he has chromosomes are the hereditary, proposed actually, but there was no scientific proof. Mind that they actually proposed that he has the chromosomes, they may be involved in the process of transfer of traits or characters from generation to generation. কিছু এক্সপেরিমেন্ট দেওয়া আছে, এটা নিয়ে আর বলছি না। অ্যান্ড আরেকটা কি দেখি, এটা আমার ইম্পর্টেন্ট জিনিসে যেতে হবে, কোরিলেশন বিটুইন ফ্যাক্টরস। আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ, ইউনিক ফ্যাক্টরস, এটা তো বলেছি, বিকজ মেন্ডেল অ্যাকচুয়ালি কল্ড the gene as factors, as it was not known or discovered, but he actually speculated that there must be something like gene. So he actually used to call them as factors. এটা আগেও বলেছি তোমাদের। And T.H. Morgan is a very, very important person. আমরা এক্ষুনি দেখতে পাবো যে মর্গানের কন্ট্রিবিউশন। So you can easily divide the development of this subject before and after Mendel. So you can easily find that before Mendel actually there was absolutely nothing, and after Mendel actually a lot of things happened. So post Mendelian genetics, this is a very, very important phase because lot of things actually came up and lot of experiments being carried out. And non-allelic gene interaction is a very, very important affair. Non-allelic gene means the two different pairs of genes which actually occupy different position with regard to their chromosome and or actual locus within a same chromosome. So this is a very, very important thing. That is non-allelic. That is the gene pair, they are different. That is, they occupy the different locus. So definitely there may be certain cases where actually you will find that one pair of gene may be controlling some trait may have some effect of some other trait, or allelic pair some other trait, or there are allelic pairs which are non-allelic, actually occupy different positions, but they can control the same trait. So anything, so there are a lot of variations in the this vast subject. Just a few things only. Complementary জিনিসটা আমি লাস্টে যখন কমপ্লিমেন্টারি ব্যাপারটা পড়াবো তখন তোমাদের ইয়ে করতে হবে। তো কমপ্লিমেন্টারি জিনস 9:7 রেশিও এটা আছে, পরে বলছি তোমাদের। The most important thing actually, the topic which is being included is epistasis. What is epistasis and what is the ratio? এটা একটু জানতে হবে। So any gene that masks the expression of another, non-allelic gene is epistatic to that gene. আমরা একটু আগে দেখেছি যে for multiple alleles actually IA and IB both the genes are equally expressed. Nobody interferes with any other, I mean, any other allelic gene. So they are both equally expressed. But here actually happens, what happens, the different thing. That is a gene that masks the expression of another gene, but that is non-allelic. That is, they occupy the different position, but they actually have a important effect on that particular gene. So no new phenotype is produced. This is very, very important. No new phenotype. It is only the existing phenotype, but the thing is that depending on the presence or absence of a particular non-allelic gene, actually the phenotypic expression is actually controlled. So a gene that masks another is epistatic. A gene that gets masked itself is hypostatic. And so accordingly, there are two types: the dominant, caused by dominant gene that masks the other gene, that is epistatic dominant gene, and রিসিসিভ হচ্ছে যেটা হাইপোস্ট্যাটিক জিন। আচ্ছা, এইটা তোমাদের মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট হচ্ছে রেশিওটা। ওয়ান সেকেন্ড, the epistatic ratios are very, very also important, not only for your final examination, but definitely for your the forthcoming sessional examinations. So 12:3:1 এই রেশিওটা মনে রাখবে। হ্যাঁ, এমনিতেই তোমাদের বায়োলজি এটা একটা কোর এরিয়া, সুতরাং যেগুলো পয়েন্টস গুলো বলছি জাস্ট ফর securing your marks, that will help you actually. If you can score 25 out of 25, nothing like that. So এই পয়েন্ট গুলো কিন্তু অবশ্যই খেয়াল রাখবে। জিনোটাইপিক এন্ড ফিনোটাইপিক রেশিও, কিছু কোশ্চেন আর বাউন্ড টু বি দেয়ার। হ্যাঁ, বারবার বলছি। So this dominant epistatic ratio is 12:3:1. So what is that? Just if one common example we can find in the summer squares, Cucurbita pepo, there are three types of fruit color. One is white, yellow, and green. White color dominant over other colors. So white color is dominant over other colors, that is for yellow and green. So when the allele for the white color, that is white color allele is present, obviously that will be expressed because it is epistatic to other two allele, that is it will not allow the yellow and green allele to get expressed. So that is the thing. So white color is dominant, and it will not allow the other color to get expressed. So dominant white masks the effects of both yellow or green. And when yellow gene is present, no white gene, then what will happen? That yellow color will will get expressed because no white is there, মানে বর্ডা নেই, তখন ইয়েলোটা এক্সপ্রেশন হবে, কিন্তু গ্রিনটা অবভিয়াসলি হবে না, কারণ গ্রিনটা হচ্ছে সবচেয়ে ডিমিনিউটিভ ইন নেচার, দ্যাট ইজ ইট ইজ দ্য রিসিসিভ, মানে ডমিনেন্সের নিরিখে সবচেয়ে লেস powerful to get expressed, so that will not be expressed. So this is the conceptual thing about the epistasis, a biological term bollam, so that you will have no idea, so no problem rather in remembering a very simple thing like this, very simple example like this. Not a very simple thing, but a very simple example like this. এখানে একটা checker board দেওয়া হয়েছে, we can have a look at this checker board. And for recessive epistasis, just you have to remember the one second, the genotypic ratio, phenotypic ratio, that is 9:3:4. এটা কিন্তু দুটো phenotypic ratio, mind that. এই dominant epistasis or recessive epistasis, আবার বলে দিই, these are the basically the phenotypic ratio, মানে outward expression. এটা genotypic ratio এখানে খুব একটা কোনো ইয়ে নেই, ইম্পর্টেন্স নেই বা ব্যাপার নয়। All these actually the matter of expression, what allele actually is being expressed, and accordingly the phenotypic ratio here needs to be remembered. That is a 12:3:1 for dominant epistasis and 9:3:4 for the recessive epistasis. These are very, very important for your exam purpose. So with that, we will just jump to the gene mapping. That is very, very important. And for today, last topic will be the gene mapping, linkage, crossing over, and chromosome and the gene mapping. So This is very another very important aspect of Mendel's experiments, and he was very lucky and fortunate because God I think God was with him when he was carrying out his experiment because he chose one plant species like garden peas actually and seven pair of traits actually by this time seven pair of traits actually he worked with seven contrasting character আগেই বলেছি হ্যাঁ seven pair of traits এই এখানে দেখো এখানে দেয়া আছে I think you have seen that যে লাকি সেভেন বলেছে তার কারণটা হচ্ছে অল দি সেভেন ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল পেয়ার অফ ট্রেডস দ্যাট ইজ seed shape color pot shape color flower position and what is the height of the plant that is tall or dwarf এই যে all these seven different pairs of traits and the gene actually allelic pairs rather ওনার সময় তো জিন ব্যাপারটা ছিল না allelic pairs actually were localized বলবো না কারণ it is true also for the garden pea plant are localized in seven different chromosomes. So this is very important. That is the seven pair of seven allelic pair or factors controlling seven contrasting characters with which Mendel worked actually are localized in seven different chromosomes. So no two pair like your the look at the if you remember the dihybrid cross then the your one is your yellow and green color that is the seed color or pod color yellow and green and seed texture that is round or wrinkled. So whenever he was performing the dihybrid cross and considering two contrasting pair of characters like seed color or pot color and your shape of the seed like your green or wrinkled, then these two allelic pairs actually controlling these two opposite characters actually they are localized on different chromosomes and they are not localized on the same chromosome. This is very important because if they were localized on the same chromosome, then Mendel would not have obtained this type of straightforward genotypic and phenotypic ratio in case of dihybrid as well as monohybrid cross, particularly dihybrid cross because this is very complicated. ডাইহাইব্রিড ক্রসই হবে কারণ দুটো ছাড়া তো হবে না মানে দুটো পেয়ার অফ ক্যারেক্টার মনোহাইব্রিড ক্রসের ক্ষেত্রে এটা অ্যাপ্লিকেবল হবে না কারণ ডাইহাইব্রিড ক্রস যখন দুটো পেয়ার অফ ক্যারেক্টার সো ইন কেস অফ ডাইহাইব্রিড ক্রস অ্যাকচুয়ালি and onwards trihybrid cross মানে তিনটে যদি একসঙ্গে নেওয়া হয় trihybrid cross so for dihybrid cross actually Mendel would not have obtained this type of straightforward ratio like 9:3:3:1 phenotypic ratio and that 9 different types of genotypes which we can obtain, which we find in case of the F2 progeny after dihybrid cross. So, because they were on the separate chromosomes, if they are on the same chromosomes, then what happens? They tend to move together. So that is the very important. So the allelic pair, if they are, which are being considered for a particular experiment if they actually are staying or are localized on the same chromosome then their movement actually they controlled by actually they have got some affinity that is they tend to move together during the crossing over. You know what is crossing over? Crossing over is nothing but the exchange of segments of non-sister chromatids আগে আমি বলেছি বহুবার এখানে যখন পড়িয়েছি মিওসিসের সময় very important যে homologous chromosomes pair along their length and a pair of chromatids appear and যে দুটো প্যারেন্টাল ক্রোমোসোম তাদের যে দুটো ক্রোমাটিড পাশাপাশি থাকে তখন সেটা হচ্ছে নন সিস্টার ক্রোমাটিড আর একটা ক্রোমোসোমের যে দুটো ক্রোমাটিড সেটা হচ্ছে সিস্টার ক্রোমাটিড তার মানে যে দুটো এই পেয়ার অফ ক্রোমোসোম এবং তাদের যে ক্রোমাটিড গুলো দুটো করে মানে মোট চারটে টেট্রাড কন্ডিশন বলে সেটা 4 your chromatids. So পাশাপাশি যে দুটো ক্রোমাটিড রয়েছে of two chromosomes, those are non-sister chromatids, and crossing over occurs between those two uh, uh, adjoining chromatids. And if the chromosomes actually, sorry, if the allelic pair of genes actually are on the same chromosome, that is, their movement actually is controlled or impacted by the crossing over. And uh, you do not know what distance actually, that is the thing, what is the distance between the two allelic pair or gene pair, and that actually have a very very important role to play in the actually movement or in the separation or segregation rather of the two genes, and they tend to move in a body. So when they are very closely localized, definitely there will be a better chance, chances are very high that they will move in a body. And if on a same chromosome they are distantly apart, then there may be the chances are low, that is, that may get separated if some crossing over occurs. So the distance between two allelic pair of genes actually, which are being considered for a particular trait or for particular experiment, this distance is very very important, and we will be coming to that because that is being used for the gene mapping. So Mendel was successful because 7 factors or genes controlling traits were present on 7 different chromosomes. Genetic markers, alleles of each of the segregating genes on the same chromosome tend to remain together during the sexual reproduction, that is crossing over, and do not exhibit independent assortment, that is the segregation. ওইভাবে segregation হয় না, already they have explained to you. Such genetic markers or allele are said to be linked, and the transmission pattern of linked genes is known as linkage. So when do we find that linkage is taking place, or there is some amount of linkage? When we will find that when more than 50% of the gametes produced are parental type and combination, and less than 50% of the recombinant type. So we just we can sorry we can just have a look at the dihybrid gametes actually, that is the gametes produced in the once again I am drawing your attention to this. You can, from this you can easily find, the other day also I have pointed out, here actually we can find only 50% which is parental type, not more than 50% type. So far as type of gametes are concerned, actually more than 50% হচ্ছে না, 50% শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে. So 50% হচ্ছে parental type, and also the new or recombinant type is also 50%. The new two types, এই যে দেখতে পাচ্ছ, capital Y small r and small y capital R, that they are the new type, new variants. So they are the basically recombinant type. So they are also 50%. হ্যাঁ, তার মানে 50-50 যখন হয়ে যাবে তখনও কিন্তু তোমার বুঝতে হবে there is no linkage, even no event of linkage is there. But when it will be more than 50% only, parental combinations যদি বেশি হয়ে যেত, suppose 75% হয়ে যেত, তখনই বোঝা যেত যে yes, there definitely there is a linkage like event. আচ্ছা, so first evidence of linkage, Getson and Punnett, ছেড়ে দাও, most important name T.H. Morgan, এটা একটু আগেই বললাম, very big name, first to relate linkage to the segregation of the homologous chromosomes and the occurrence of crossing over between the homologous chromosomes during meiosis, and a report published in 1911 using the Drosophila melanogaster. I think Rita Maman has taught you the model organisms in that particular module 2, that is there are different model organisms which are actually easy to work because of the size of the genome, like E. coli bacteria, like Arabidopsis thaliana in case of plants, like Cyanohabditis names স্পিচিসটা ভুলে যাচ্ছি, একটা particular insect আছে, and most important হচ্ছে Drosophila melanogaster. This is very very important model insect and fly actually, fruit fly, এবং এর উপরে প্রচুর কাজকর্ম হয়েছে. জেনেটিক্স মানে হচ্ছে Drosophila জেনেটিক্সটাই হচ্ছে most important for zoologists actually. So Stuart Vane, a student of Morgan, suggested that recombination frequencies can be utilized. এতক্ষণ ধরে যেটা বল, যে কারণে এতক্ষণ ধরে কথা বললাম যে recombination frequencies, কতটা recombinant type পাচ্ছি আমরা, that can be utilized to predict the gene segregation, a gene sequence on a chromosome, and accordingly they prepared rather, because Stuart Friend also along with Morgan prepared first chromosomal map or the genetic map for Drosophila and the basis of recombination frequencies. This is on the basis of recombination frequencies. This is very, very important. The recombination frequencies can be utilized. What percentage of recombination we are having, that frequency can be plotted to actually locate the gene, that is the utilized for distribution, how the genes are distributed or localized on different chromosomes. So that is the gene mapping. And chromosome mapping and gene mapping the same thing. Chromosome crossing ওই একই কথা বলা হয়েছে এখানে। স্টুয়ার্ট ম্যান সাজেস্টেড ফ্রিকোয়েন্সি রিকম্বিনেশন, একটু ডবল করে বলেছি যাতে তোমাদের বারবার এই একই জিনিস দেখলে দু তিনবার স্ট্রাইক করবে। সাজেস্টেড দ্যাট দ্য ফ্রিকোয়েন্সি অফ রিকম্বিনেন্ট গ্যামেটস প্রডিউসড বি ইউজড অ্যাজ অ্যান ইন্ডেক্স। ওই একই জিনিস, মানে গ্যামেট এগুলো পাওয়া যাবে, অলরেডি আমরা দেখেছি। লিঙ্কেজ ম্যাপস আর মেড কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ বাই ডিফাইনিং ওয়ান ম্যাপ ইউনিট, তাহলে কতটা, as the distance that yields 1% recombinant chromosomes or gametes. So linkage maps are made quantitative by defining one map unit is equivalent to the distance that actually produces or yields 1% recombination chromosomes or gametes. Linkage map distances are determined by the frequencies of crossovers or recombinant chromosomes and not the frequency of crossover, the event occurring in the meiotic strand. One crossing over unit yields 2 crossover chromosome, obviously. The maximum frequency is obviously 50%, because আমরা দেখেছি যে মোর দ্যান 50% হওয়া কিন্তু ডিফিকাল্ট আছে লিঙ্ক জিনের ক্ষেত্রে, কখনোই হবে না। We already seen in from diabetic cause ratio. So gene mapping is and the same thing, that is gene mapping determining the order of genes and the relative distances between them. One map unit is nothing but 1 cm, that is centimorgan, that is the unit. Gene mapping methods use recombination frequencies between the alleles in order to determine relative distance. Recombination frequencies between genes are inversely proportional to their distance apart. Obviously, distance measurement map unit 1% recombination. So, few things have been repeated because of your convenience and nothing else. And the thing is that the recombination frequency is just used to get some idea about the distribution of the genes, and based on that it can be quantified to make a chromosome map, so that we can have great bit of idea about whenever we will be analyzing or predicting, rather predicting what type of things may appear after a crossover of a particular set of genes on a specific experiment. So that is the thing for today, and the last day we'll be covering the single gene disorder, Mendelian disorder, and that is a different type of your disorders, which are very, very important disorder, and many questions are supposed to arise actually in the examination. So this table is very, very important. You should have a look at this, so that you'll also have will face actually, or it will be easy for you rather when I will be discussing these points, taking each and every disorder at a time. So single gene disorder and the another most important thing, that is complementation, will be the topic of your last class. So if anybody has any question, please feel free to come up. যদি তোমাদের কোনো জিজ্ঞাসা থাকে, you please come up whether you have understood this up to this point or any other queries you have, because we have some time left. So please feel free. Hello. Anybody? কারো কোনো জিজ্ঞাসা আছে? হ্যালো, have you understood the topic today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
সর্বরি, আচ্ছা কে বলছে এটা? অভিষেক বললে? না, অভিষেক তো লেট করে গেল। কে বললো বাবা? শুভায়ন বললে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যালো, আচ্ছা
Yes,
ঠিক
sir.
আছে, ফাইন, থ্যাংক ইউ আদিত্য। তাহলে আচ্ছা, বনানী কি আছে? বনানী কি ইয়েতে রয়েছে? সো আই উইল রিকোয়েস্ট বনানী টু, or Istara Begum, thank you. Okay, Istara, I can see your message. Uh, so if Bonani is there, please keep on updating, because কি বলে, a weekly report has to be sent to the departmental head. So you please do the needfully. Bonani is there. Thank you, Sir Abhishek. Okay, thank you. If Bonani is there, then I request Bonani to keep on go on updating your attendance and for the easy submission to the year. Kunal Banerjee, okay, thank you. Aman Bhandari, thank you, everybody. So have a nice time and stay safe and secured from the invading virus. That is the best way we can fight, because not to get infected should be our motto. That is, you should keep it in mind, not to get infected. That should be our motto, and for that purpose, always use the mask, always wash your hands properly, and always maintain the distance, and do not go to some other place until and unless absolutely required, and also do not invite people to your home. That is also very, very important thing. Do not invite your people, any other friends or people to your house. You do not go to others home or other houses or other some common places, common meeting places, and do not go actually out, because this is a very critical phase we are, because the number of days are actually rising every day. Very, very important. কালকেই একজন ওই আমাদের 24 ঘন্টার একজন সাংবাদিক চলে গেলেন, খুব খারাপ লাগছে, অঞ্জন বন্দ্যোপাধ্যায়। ভেরি, ভেরি স্যাড যে এই ধরনের লোকেরা সব চলে যাচ্ছে। ভেরি, ভেরি স্যাড সিচুয়েশন ফর আওয়ার কান্ট্রি, ফর আওয়ার স্টেট। সো every life is very precious, and do not venture out until and unless absolutely required. And actually, the best way to fight is to keep the disease away from your home and from your periphery. So with that, I just sign up today. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Subhayan, okay.